Hello, welcome to another episode of the Cuppa Chels podcast. My name is Chelsea Holden, and I am your host and the creator of Cuppa Chels. Today is going to be a very, very special episode. I am going to do my best to get through it without too many tears. I know that there, of course, may be some emotion that come through, so um, I am excited to be back on the mic. It feels like forever. I feel like I've lived a lifetime, honestly, in this last week. And with that being said, I am just so grateful to share with you some more. And of course, because I am a woman of my word, you will be able to watch this episode and get in my energy and just connect with me that way on video over on YouTube. So linked below in the show notes are the is my YouTube channel. Please be sure to subscribe so you never miss out on a notification. Come hang out with me over there. And yeah, I can't wait. I am coming to you real and raw this morning. And I'm going to adjust my seat here real quick. I have this amazing barber chair that was gifted to me by my friend. Oh gosh. Yeah. I have this amazing barber chair that was gifted to me by a dear friend of ours, Mason. He actually came to our house one day and was like, "Does anybody need a chair?" And I said, "Yeah, that thing is badass. I'll take it." So it's like this gold leather old school barber chair. I freaking love it. But it's not the most comfortable sometimes, so I have to adjust and put a pillow under my bum just to sit up higher too for the camera and just to be in more of a place where I feel like I can channel the messages that need to come through too. So thanks for bearing with me on that. Again, coming to you real raw today. I was actually out mowing the yard this morning. That sometimes is the one of the most therapeutic things that I can do. And just getting out there with the sun on me, with my hair back. Sometimes I'll listen to a podcast, sometimes I'll listen to music, but it's so meditative for me. And oh, that reminds me, it's so meditative for me. Hang on one sec. Grabbing something here. And usually when I mow, it allows me to slow down, to focus on what's right in front of me. We live on an acre, so this is a great metaphor for life in general. Is if I think about mowing the whole acre, it feels very overwhelming. It feels so like daunting, like, oh my gosh, there's so much to do. Like, and I know that there's people out there that have way more yard than we do. To mow and do it with joy. And but each time I go to mow, and when I focus just on what's right in front of me, I'm able to, get it done and be fully present in the moment. My thoughts have a chance to kind of clear, to kind of shift. They almost get more focused on certain things, which is really cool too. And then the hum of the mower and, like the vibration of the lawnmower beneath me too. There's so much magic to it. And speaking of magic, I notice a lot of our little friends that live here in our neck of the woods too, and we have a ton of dragonflies. The other day I was running on the back part over here, and I saw dragonflies galore. Like, just as I started to go back on, we have like a little ravine back behind us. It started to go back there. It was just like a few here and there, and then more and more and more. And finally, I look up and I just see like this big swarm is like has a negative connotation to it, but it just this big cloud of dragonflies. It was so cool. And so I wanted to grab the Spirit Animal Wisdom book by Rachel Farbo. I never know if I say her name right, so feel free to look her up. She's the owner of Bohemian Dreamer. I absolutely love this book and the oracle deck that goes with it. But I wanted to look up dragonfly. I've looked it up before, but thought it would be fun to share that with y'all because I saw some this morning as well as I was mowing. Side note before I read this. So I was mowing and we have a few tree stumps in our yard and I must have hit it wrong with the blade. So it came off. So I'm like, well, all right, I can't mow anymore. I'm going to go in and knock out my podcast, which is so great because all the thoughts are so fresh in my mind too. So here we are, lawnmower sitting in the middle of the side yard. I mean, if that's not if that's not America, I don't know what is. Oh my gosh, too funny. Okay, dragonfly. Explore beyond your comfort zone into the higher realms of magic, mystery, and wonder. Dragonfly Spirit brings to you the gift of transformation and change. You are encouraged to break free of any illusions or limiting beliefs that have been holding you back. Now is the time to stay open to receiving insight and wisdom that will guide you on your journey. Fly higher than you have ever flown before and try new things. Step out of your comfort zone and into a higher realms of magic, mystery, and wonder. Dragonfly is a messenger who carries a great deal of hidden knowledge. It is time for you to dig deep and bring your own desires to the surface so that they may be actualized and brought into the light. Act on your dreams and trust in your abilities to manifest all that you desire into physical reality. Once you embrace and act on your fullest potential, you will be aligned in perfect harmony to bring your dreams to life. I just love that. And for those of you watching on video, here is a picture. So beautiful. And then this is the book here. She's actually coming out with a second one. I'm so excited. There's over 70 animals on there too. So I can't wait to get that one. So that was so good to read that. Thank you for reading that with me and listening along and following along. I hope you got some good nuggets out of that. Yeah, I'm just going to come right out. Our world was rocked a week ago. So as I'm bringing this to you, it is Friday, July 30th. Yesterday was my 40th birthday. And speaking of that, last year on my 39th birthday, I did 39 lessons for 39 years. And I have every intention of doing that this year. So the next couple of episodes are going to be broken up. It's either going to be 2 or 3 episodes after this one. Hold on, my dogs. That's Marley and Mac barking. Let me shut my door. I'm telling you, this is real life, y'all. Hold on. Okay. So, in the next 2 or 3 episodes, you can catch the 40 lessons for 40 years. And I'm so excited to bring that to y'all. And I just in this last week, I've learned so many lifetimes worth of lessons. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe here, on the YouTube, and also subscribe on Apple, iTunes, or Spotify, wherever you're listening to me, so you can get those downloaded right away when they air. So last week, our world was rocked. We as in Ronnie and I went up to Wichita Falls. Ronnie and his dad have been building this hot rod. You may have heard me talk about it, or if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen pictures of it. And they've been building this hot rod, and they ordered a new motor to put in and had every intention of putting that in this past weekend. So Friday took us a little bit longer to leave than normal. So we pulled out of spring around 7:30-ish in the evening. And Dad, it's Ronnie's father. I always called him Dad. I've called him Dad since Ronnie's mom passed away in 2017. And so we were going to go see Dad. Dad gave us a call around 7:30. And with that, we told him, hey, we'll probably be up there around midnight, 12:30. That's what it's showing us. We'll see you soon. Dad said, okay, I'll leave the lights on for you. And I love you. I love you. And that was it. So we got to Wichita Falls about 12:30 in the morning, Saturday morning, and it was night and everybody was asleep. So Dad lives with Ronnie's older sister, Shelly. Shelly she's an angel. She is just an angel on earth. Shelly is handicapped. She requires full-time care. And at the same time, she is very independent. So when it comes to like her necessities, she requires care for that as well. You know, bathing and diaper changes and help getting dressed and everything like that. Shelly has a rare form of autism, I believe, muscular sclerosis and muscular dystrophy, I think. We will have more information on that soon. I mean, Ronnie knows, but things change. When Shelly was younger, she was able to communicate. She was able to vocalize and use her words a lot. And as she's gotten older, her health declines, as it does with some people, and especially when you have all these different things going on as well. But she is the happiest lady I know. She is always joyful. She laughs. She gets so excited. She is so smart. She loves to do crosswords. She can read. She can write. So we can communicate in that way, which is really good. I know she knows everything that's going on. She's just not able to verbalize herself. And then it's hard for her to hear and it's hard for her to see. So with that being said, that's a little intro on Shelly. I will be talking more about Shelly. You will be seeing more of Shelly, just on here and also on Instagram. So if you're not already following me on Instagram, it's at the Chelsea Holden. We'll link that in the show notes as well. But yeah, Shelly is just such a delight and I can't wait to share her with the world. She's so awesome. So back to got in at midnight. Woke up early in the morning on Saturday and took the pups for a walk. We love walking around Wichita Falls. They're like this is Ronnie's childhood home. Like they moved into that house when Ronnie was 1 or 2. So, 41 years they've had that house. It's really cool. And in the neighborhood that it's in, there's all these beautiful homes and each house looks so different. So we love to take the pups on a walk, and that's what we did Saturday morning. We came back. Dad was still sleeping. Shelly sleeps until about 10:30, 11 before we get her up. And so we decided to go grab a coffee and go run an errand real quick. And then Ronnie and Dad were going to go to the shop and work on the motor. When we got back from running our errands, Dad he was still asleep and he wasn't going to wake up. He looked very peaceful. He looked very comfortable. And it's such a blessing that Ronnie and I were able to be there for that. This could have happened in so many different ways. And with Shelly and her condition, had we not been there, well, thank God we were. Thank God we were, is all I can say. So we lost Randy Holden, my father-in-law, Saturday, nearly a week ago. And that is a big one. Dad and I had a very special relationship. In 2018, he had knee replacement surgery. mom, Ronnie's Ronnie's mother was already gone, and Dad was taking full time care of Shelly, and he had knee replacement surgery, so we needed to be up there with him. So Ronnie and I were up there together for about a week, and Ronnie had to come back. He had to get back to work. He was doing insurance adjusting at the time, and it was just with Harvey, after Hurricane Harvey in 2017. I mean, there was just it was so much. They were busy, and he needed to get back, and so I stayed for another week or 10 days with Dad. And in that time, I'm taking care of him, it's an honor. And we were able to just, bond over that in such a different way, in a way that we wouldn't have had the opportunity to do any other way, if that makes sense. So, we are having services for him next week. And, there's going to be a world of stuff in front of us. We have the house up there, which we've decided to keep for, till who knows when, till if we feel and decide that now is the time to sell the house, then we will. But for now, it's going to be our home base when we go to Wichita Falls and, visit family. And just, there's so many events. Ronnie's, we have this hot rod now, and that's just put us in a community of some amazing, amazing people that we never would have known, or been able to be, a true part of, had this hot rod not have been built. Ronnie and his dad worked on this car for the last 6 months, and the amazing time that gave them together, the joy. They got so close these last 6 months. They God, I mean, just the communication, it's every day, multiple times a day, talking about different parts and different things that they need for the car. So Ronnie and I have so much peace. There's so much peace with everything and how things happened. And while it was so unexpected, we just know that everything's as it should be. Ronnie and I's relationship started with incredible conversations about faith. And together, over these 11 years that we've known each other, we've continued to grow our faith, and we've shifted our faith and expanded it into ways that we both feel more connected to God, to the universe, to each other, to those around us. Like, it is just incredible what having a solid foundation can do. So many times this last week, Ronnie and I have said to one another that the work that we have done over these last few years on ourselves, with each other, in our businesses, in not drinking, in pouring into community, it has positioned us to be in this place, to be able to move forward and not feel overwhelmed by all that's in front of us. That is the biggest testament that I can think of. And we're so overjoyed and still grieving at the same time, but healing, and healing really quickly, and healing with the support of others. So there's a road in front of us that we're not sure where it's going to go, what's going to be around the bend. We never know. We know what we're creating and the desires that are in our hearts, and this life that we want to live, and this legacy that we want to leave. We know that for certain. We have our dreams and we're going for them. And we also know that things and dreams and life, it unfolds in ways that are always for our highest good. And it doesn't always look the way you might think it will, but it's always better. It's always better if you can really look at a situation, really look at your circumstances and find the deeper meaning to it and find the deeper learning that is in it. I've always said everything happens for a reason, and it's so much more than that. There's purpose to everything. There's lessons in everything. And with all of it, there's so much blessings. So many blessings. So we're not even worried, as crazy as that sounds. We have Shelly now. Shelly is staying with us. We have filed for legal guardianship of Shelly already. That's getting worked out. You know, we have all the things up in Wichita Falls, and that gives us reasons to get up there and sort things out, look through things, find old pictures. So many pictures we've found just in trying to get, some documents, get some things together to take care of things. And Shelly's just been the biggest blessing already for us. She is so brave. She's been completely taken out of her comfort zone. And she's doing awesome. She is rocking and rolling. And yesterday was one of the biggest excuse me. It's important for me to share this. And I told Ronnie that this is important for me. And if you're listening, this is me healing. Me being able to share this with y'all is so healing for me. So I thank you for holding that space. Last night was incredible. I don't even think I can put into words yet how incredible it was. So before all of this, we had planned to go see some of our closest friends and amazing band, Folk Family Revival, play in Tomball at Main Street Crossing. We'd already planned to do this. Ronnie already had things in work for my birthday. The show was on my birthday. How cool. So awesome. And when everything happened, and with my birthday, it was just kind of like, are we still going to try to do this? Shelly's going to be part of our life now. It's the three of us now. We are the three amigos, it's party of three, Team Holden. Like, this is it. Are we ready to try this? Are we ready to take Shelly out, to introduce her to our friends who really are like our family and our biggest support system ever, and go see a show and go have some fun? And so it was kind of like both of us said, yes, we're going to do this. We are going to give Shelly experiences too that maybe she didn't get to have before. And I have so many ideas and so much in store for all of that, and just traveling and all of the goodness, exposing Shelly to all of the amazing richness of life that we can. And so last night was important for us. It was important for us to go out, to see our friends play, to introduce Shelly to our creative family. And we told ourselves that, if Shelly got overstimulated, we needed to leave. Let's just go and see how it goes. If we need to leave, great. We tried. This is how things get to be now. And we get to be more flexible, and we get to be more organized and more thoughtful and more intentional and more present. Shelly's spirit will definitely make you feel so present in the moment. And that is a gift for sure. So last night we went to go see a show, and the show was recorded. Ronnie requested a special song for me. Brown Eyed Girl was the song that I danced to with my father at our wedding. I'm one of his brown eyed girls. And so they played that song, and that was great. Of course, I burst out into tears when it came on, and their version of it is, they have the rights to it, which is really cool. Their version of the song is a lot slower and just more deep and meaningful, but we made it through the whole show with flying colors. Our friends had this table set up, they had presents for us, they welcomed Shelly with open arms. We got to be around our family, our support system, and just feel so loved. And Ronnie and I are walking away. I feel like I'm having an emotional hangover today. I've told a few people, like, I feel so full of love and so full of support, and at the same time so drained. I think there's been a lot of healing and a lot of release with all of this too. So it's just last night was impactful for us. And I'm so proud of the three of us. I'm so proud of Shelly. It was awesome. It was so much fun. We got a cute little, what are they called? Like the little mini Polaroids. I forget what they're called, but it was just awesome. It was so great. It was, again, my words aren't coming to me yet for that. I'll probably record an episode or something more just about that. But we both, like, last night and that moment and listening to the songs, and Ronnie and I both having these emotions kind of flow through us, and just the gratitude and the sadness and the grief and just the healing and the feeling of pure joy. And it was just feeling alive. I don't know if I've ever felt more alive. And that may sound crazy to think that a concert could do that, a show could do that. but music is so healing, and to have such an amazing network of people around us and supporting us, and to be there with my husband and to be there with my sister-in-law, and to feel that Dad was there with us as well, and everybody that we've ever lost was just kind of with us and wrapping their arms around us. It's overwhelming in the most beautiful way. I pray that everybody gets to experience that kind of love and that kind of support, because it's all here for us and it's so available to us. And I know this with every cell in my body to be true. Biggest learning that I'm taking away from all of this, there's so much, right? There's so much, but we've got to make the most of this time that we have. Take care of yourself. Take care of one another. Be kind. Make the most of this time that you have. Ask yourself the impact that you're leaving on the world. How do you make others feel? There's been some incredible stories that we've been privileged to hear that people share with us about Dad. And I know that there will continue to be more and more that come. And with that, I think that's about all I can share right now. Again, thank you for holding the space for me, for listening along. I pray you're still here till the end. I pray you got something from this. I know I did. And I just can't wait to share some more goodness with you. I really can't wait. I hope that if we're not connected yet on Instagram, that you would connect with me. I would love to know that you follow me, that you listen. I would love to know if it means something to you, because sharing life with you is one of the greatest gifts that I have and that I can give. And sharing the work and the knowledge and the learnings and just everything with you. This is my legacy. So with that, I leave you. I'm sending you so much love. I'm sending you so much light. Connect with me, please, so I can send you love directly. Until next time, adios.